thank you so much for joining us for this segment of The Connection. You know who this is. Love you so much. This is your girl, Angela. To my fam in Lansing, Grand Rapids, Muskegon Heights, Battle Creek, and Kalamazoo. Thank you so much for continuing to support The Connection. Got a few announcements that I'm going to make, and then I have a special guest in the house who's just going to tell us about some great event that's coming. It's a gut buster. You need to be there. So I'm hoping that you catch this. First and foremost, I want to say a big ups to the Big Reds of Muskegon. Yeah. All right. Now you brought that trophy home back to the area. And then I want to say congratulations to Muskegon Heights Tigers because you did a phenomenal job as well. But what was the cool thing is that these two communities that have been rivals for years came together to support each other.
Okay.
And that is awesome, absolutely awesome. And I'm hoping that you will continue to do that. So when we're on the courts, you know, and we're playing basketball, it's just a game. And then when we come off the court with good sportsmanship, we're still loving on each other. So I am so proud of the community that I am from and what's happening. They counted us out, but you kids did your thing and you're putting us back on the map. Love you for that. Also, on Saturday, we had fire in the house. Wasn't fire in the house?
Yes, it was.
Yes, the fire was in the house. The Power of Life gospel concert that featured Miss Alexis Spike. She was the season 5 BET finalist contestant. And I'm telling you, that fire red beauty just blew it away. She is so phenomenal. To be a young lady ministering in the word, and she's only 20 years old, and she's just got, she's got that fire. If you didn't have an opportunity, I'm telling you, you really missed it. You really did. We had the maestro, William Crenshaw, in the house. Minister Kim blazed it off with prayer. Then we had MSU Gospel Chorale, and then we had I do believe Lancey Kojic was in there. We had mime. It was just a really, really nice event. Started on time and it popped. And we were Holy Ghost partying until about 11:30, 12 o'clock. Told you you could be saved and you can have fun. If you missed it this year, we want to say congratulations to Joshua Gillespie and Carlton McConnell who partnered together and they brought this event here. And I'm going to tell you, it was par excellent. It was great. It was really great. I had a nice time. Alexis was very personable, very friendly. She talked to people. She took pictures. She stayed there to the last person was serviced. Then she headed over to the rest. Yeah, she headed over to the rest, PRVC. And she blessed us with songs. And then she signed autographs and took pictures with our peeps. It was just a great weekend. I'm full, as you can see.
All right. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, yes. So I just wanted to comment on those two events. Everybody who was involved with both of those, you did a phenomenal job. We salute you. And we got a few other things that are coming, so we're not done. Listen, she always talking about the gospel stuff, and she always talking about church stuff. Well, like I said before, these are the events and the notifications that I get. So if you've got something good that's going on that's family oriented, I don't, you know, the rap and all of that type of stuff. I mean, some of it can be educational, and I like that. Like my boy Hakeem Crampton, he's a spoken lyricist, and he's got some, you know, positive stuff popping out there. So I like to do stuff like that where the whole family can come, you know, and join in, jazz and things like that. So. ALMENTP08@yahoo.com. Connect with me on Facebook, email me. I would love to support you to the best that we can. We can't be everywhere, but we can try to make sure that at least we get some notification about your events, okay? So here we go. Got a few things that I need to tell you about. The Michigan Department of Transportation Youth Development and Mentoring Program offers mentoring activities and sessions to teach job and life skills. And they introduce college and university options and present students with information about careers in civil road construction and maintenance planning, and other areas of transportation. Their space is limited, and the deadline to apply is April 25th of this year. Young people, if you have a youth, you need to get in with this particular program with MDOT. You can call James Jackson at the MDOT University Region at 517-750-0433. Again, that's 517-750-0433. Because there are other things that are happening. You know the weather is breaking, right?
About time. My goodness. Man. Well, we did have flurries today, too.
I believe the big guy said, y'all ain't ready, because when I broke a little bit, y'all broke out in some buffoonery. So let me close it back down for a minute and let me ease you into this thing. Then maybe you appreciate the sunshine and the no snow. So,
I appreciate it.
all right, check this out on Friday, March 28th. An explosive night of worship featuring gospel recording artist Gregory DeMyers, and he was in the house. Have you heard of him? Yeah,
No,
Gregory DeMyers?
No, I have not.
Yes, he's new on the scene. And Minister William Crenshaw, of course, the maestro will be there. Shavy Morgan, 2BG, the Shaw Sisters, and just a host of people coming out to support. This will be, again, on March the 28th, so that's this coming Friday.
Yes.
At 4125 St. Joe Highway. That's Church of God International Outreach Ministry. Yes, it's at a church, but guess what? Even if you don't go there, you can come because it's going to be an awesome event. I had an opportunity to interview this young man, and you know, he's very humble. He has a testimony. I like his spirit. He's just, you know, just good people. We're coming up to the event that you all been waiting for. However, ladies, night out of impacting the total woman. You want to get it from head to toe, inside out, then you need to be at this event on April the 11th at 7 o'clock p.m., hosted by evangelist Angela Hook. For more information, call 800-439-1579, extension 801, or you can email her, Minister Angela at angelahookministries.com, and that's all one word, Angela Hook Ministries. Well, guess what?
What's that?
It's free.
No.
Yes, it is. All this free stuff going on. Because you know what? I'm going to segue to a spiritual moment. God wants us to get it.
Oh, I agree.
And however he can bring it to us and give it to us, I think he's coming in all areas so people can understand it at their level with however they receive it. So, ladies night out impacting the total woman. That is going to be April 11th at 7 o'clock p.m., 525 Canal Road at the Comfort Inn. Look it up, and let's get with it. Now, we have in the studio with us this person. Oh, wow. You were the pioneer of taking our promotions to that next digital level. You were the blazer for that, and I salute you for that.
Well, thank you.
And now you're coming, and you just been all over with Laugh-A-Lujah.
Yes.
Yes, I am talking about no other than Mr. DeVal Murchison.
Well, hello. How
Hey.
you doing?
Don't be leaving my hand.
I'm sorry.
All
I've
right,
never,
then.
ever, never leave you hanging.
Listen, thank you so much for bringing Laugh-A-Lujah back,
Okay.
because I do believe it may have rested in other areas, and now you're bringing it back home. So
Yes.
let's talk about that a little bit. How did you, for those who don't know,
Right.
let's talk about the history a little bit of Laugh-A-Lujah. How did you even come to grasp something like this?
It came actually as a result of me listening to comedian Broderick Rice. I was at a record store just looking around for music, and I saw gospel comedian Broderick Rice, and I bought it. I'm like, gospel comedian? You know, Richard Pryor was and still is my favorite comedian. He just is. I mean, the guy's a genius. So I'm like, let me listen to this guy. And I just fell in love with this Broderick. And it just so happened at the time, our pastor wanted me to bring entertainment to the church for our Christmas program. I said, how about this comedian guy?
Okay.
We brought Broderick into Lansing. He did a great show. It was my first time ever seeing what you call a Christian comedian. Broderick just, as we say in the business, destroyed the place. He really did. And he and I had a chance to talk a lot. And in the discussion, he mentioned that there are no tours like this. So I'm like, I know a little bit about that. And so as a result of that conversation, I decided, let's put together a tour.
Okay.
I've been on many working behind the scenes, but never tried my own. So I just decided, let's try it. and the rest is history. Okay. Honestly, that's how it happened.
Really?
Yep.
So how long has La Fallujah been around and touring?
We've been around for 10 years.
Ooh,
Started in 2003. The first show was at Sexton High School. I mean, I had it all set up. The big venue, the great comedians. I mean, we were all set up, promoted it hard, and 8 people showed up. It was a small crowd, and I was like, oh my God, this is not going to work. Mm-hmm. Well, several months later, I did it again, against the advice of everybody. Just leave it alone, just stop. I did it again, and after that show, we had quite a few more people, around 300. It was really well attended, really great comedy, but I saw an opportunity. Right. So I just did it again. So we've been all over the country.
What are some of the places that you've been?
Okay. We've been to 2 islands. Excuse me. The very first show we did was at University of St. Croix.
Oh, wow.
We went there first, August of 2004.
Wow.
And then we've been to Bermuda twice.
Really?
We've had multiple bookings. We did Peoria 4 times. We've done Orlando, Jacksonville, Memphis, Philly, Cleveland, Columbus.
Wow.
Lansing, Jackson, Flint, Kansas City. Did I say Memphis? I think I said Memphis.
You could have said Memphis. I just want the people to know
we've been all over the country.
You've been all over the country.
Oh, yeah.
With something like this. And somebody may say, well, why does it have to be labeled gospel comedians? Couldn't it just be comedians, clean comedians? What would you say to that?
And that's what it is. La Fallujah is clean comedy. It's not gospel comedy. See, if you give yourself the name gospel comedy or gospel anything in that business or that arena, the entertainment industry, you're going to pigeonhole yourself. Okay. And then most people will not let you in their doors. They won't let you on their stages. Okay. I'm not trying to hide what we are, because I'm very unapologetic about that. Okay. We're unapologetically clean and Christian, but we're La Fallujah. We're clean comedy. We can go in any venue, any place, anytime, anywhere, and most comedy brands can't do that.
Okay.
We can go in front of the Pope and do our show.
Okay. And the
President
Pope
of the United States.
Gonna bust the gut.
We can go in front of people's grandmamas, Medea and all them, and do our shows. So, it's clean comedy.
Okay, so tell me who's coming. Tell me about where it's going to be, and how people can get to. Oh yes, there's this thing. Yep, me and you, we're gonna talk about it on national TV. Go on and tell them about.
All right, the show is coming up April 12th, Saturday, April 12th. At the KM Center Auditorium, 3000 West Miller Road here in Lansing. They can get tickets at a number of places: Constellations Barbershop, your church, Pilgrim Rest, one of my favorite places and favorite pastors, of course. Tabernacle of David, Epicenter of Worship, and they can call me for VIP tickets as well. Okay. It's going to be something different. Oh, by the way, who's coming? Mathews Jackson is out of Detroit.
Okay.
Mathews was recommended to me by one of my comedians, Crystal P.
Yeah, I know who Crystal P is. Yes.
And so, and that's how we really evolved, by getting recommendations. So I'm bringing Mathews Jackson from Detroit. Deborah Terry, she can sing. She's an actress. She was actually in the movie and had a major role in My Funny Valentine. Okay. She was with Alfred Woodard in that. I mean, she had a big role in it. And Deborah's funny, beautiful, funny. So Deborah's going to really, really destroy the place. Okay. And then my man, Rod of God, Rod Allison, he's actually an attorney by day, full-time. Yes, but he is. That's
that spectrum is far.
Yeah.
Attorney, comedian.
Exactly, and he's excellent. Okay. In fact, I would rather not do a show without him. He's just that good because of his style. In fact, the date of this show changed 3 times, just to make sure I could get everybody together and him. Okay. Because it hinged on him, really. And I have others like that as well that are really good. Okay. But Rod right now is, oh man, people they're not ready. They ain't ready. I keep tell people.
Are you ready?
They're not ready. You're not ready.
Grand Rapids, Muskegon Heights, Kalamazoo, Battle Creek. I hope you are. Don't prove me wrong. Be there on April 12th. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But so it's a great show. We're going to do something different this time. When you said pioneer, one of the things I've tried to do is trailblaze in everything I've done, from radio to live shows to marketing, all of that. And so with the La Fallujah brand, I actually have a new formatted show idea that I got introduced to while working on the porch. I believe God gave me the idea back in 2011. Okay. And I'm just waiting to introduce that. But this show in particular, we're going to do a pre-show mixer at 6. Got a live band. food, cocktail tables.
And is that for the VIPs?
That's for everybody.
Whoa,
That is not limited to VIP.
serious?
That's everybody. And that's the message I have to spend the next week and a half on to make sure people know it's for everybody. Everybody can come to the mixer. VIPs just happen to have reserved seating in the front and their meals are covered, you know. But everybody else is just come in and have a good time and the band's ready. They're hot. I just talked to the leader today and he's like, what do we play? I said, I'll send you some songs, but they got to keep it hot. It's got to be.
That is unheard of.
Yeah.
Because normally time when you do a pre-mixer, it's with the people like the meet and greet, and it's with the people who purchase the VIP tickets. So you
Everybody.
just come.
I want
with
people
your
to come out and mix and mingle. You know, I just
wow, that is awesome.
So we're gonna do that from 6 to 7:30 and 7:30 sharp. When I mean sharp, we've never started late ever in our 10-year history. So it's 7:30 sharp. Boom, comedian hits the stage and we're off and running.
Okay.
We don't use a host either. We're very video intensive. That's one of the things I've done different. I don't use a host.
Okay.
That's just kind of it makes the show flow. So a video brings a comedian on, and it's real hype, real upbeat. I mean, you'll see, it's quite something. It takes the comedian off and introduces the next one and the third, so it just goes. The show does. We never break the comedic flow ever, or the entertainment or the hype value ever. It's just always high intensity. That's what it's got to be.
That I've never heard of. That right there.
Oh yeah.
There's always a host.
No, we don't do a host.
So you let the video speak for itself.
Yep. And so when the comedian gets done, I mean, it happens so fast before you know what the next comedian's on stage. Because a host can sometimes either heighten the show or deaden the show. And some hosts have a tendency to want to compete because the person that was on before them that they brought on may have just destroyed the house, as we say. And that host may think, man, I got to be just as funny or funnier. And so sometimes they may overdo it.
Okay.
And then other times, the person may not have been funny that was just on stage, and the host has to work to bring the crowd back up. I don't do that. I just eliminated the whole fact. There's some other things we've eliminated, but I'll save that for
another time.
When we're funded to do the show I want to do, it is literally, and I'm glad it's being taped because it's on record, it is literally going to change the way stand-up comedy is done. Mainstream, whatever.
This show here.
Laugh Low You Will.
Okay.
It will change the way comedy's done, period. Stand-up comedy. It's going to change everything.
Wow.
Trust me on that.
Well, I do trust you on that because, like I said, you took us from, the digital and the way we did it. Because I do believe I can remember that when you started branding, you started branding Laugh-A-Lujah before the branding was very popular.
Yeah, that's true.
And what you did is that you were doing the video, basically the video announcements. And you were sending them through, the phones.
Still do.
Before that was done, and then also emails.
Yes.
So that's good.
Yeah.
That is really, really good. Listen, peeps, April 12th, KM Center Auditorium, formerly known as Another Church in Lansing, but it's all redone and it's all new and it's all great. So need you there on April 12th, 3000 Miller Road. You heard him. He said it's a pre-mixer at 6:30. You do not have to be a VIP. 6 o'clock?
Yep, 6 o'clock.
Okay, so we get to mix and mingle for an hour and a, what?
Yeah, hour and a half.
And eat too?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hang out, listen to the band. It's going to be crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And that's the message I want people to understand.
Oh my goodness. I like to eat.
Oh yeah, and I got a great caterer because that's important.
That is important. You have you have some burnt up wingdings. You are gonna be hit.
No, we ain't gonna have that. No way. But one of the things that when people walk in, and I'm glad you mentioned it's formerly a church, but KM Center Auditorium, it still looks like a church right now as we speak. But what I'm gonna do is I'm taking it. Again, always trying to be a little different. I don't want you to feel like you're walking in a church because when you walk in a church, we have a tendency to subconsciously become churchish. There's just a certain etiquette we kind of walk into and get into, and then we don't let our hair down. So at the comedy show, I need you to do that. I need you so what I'm doing in the very front of the church, that's where the VIP will sit, round tables. They'll be decorated real nice and all that good stuff. I'll rope them off, put theater-style seating behind it. There'll be the cocktail tables in the back. So it won't look like...
Oh, so we got the
crazy.
cocktail tables.
Yeah, some people want to
No,
stand up and
understood.
talk and mingle, but it's going to be, it won't be no cocktails though, you know.
Right,
None of those. We don't have those in our shows, but
Well, there's 100% apple juice and mango juice and peach and all
All
of that
that.
type of stuff, and then they put, the little fruit in there, and then they call it a cocktail.
yeah, okay, well that's true. I was talking about the joy juice kind, you know, those. So, but it's going to be fun. Laugh, Louie.
Okay.
You know, Angela, I was just asked this today.
Okay.
What business are we in? And I said, I'm not in the comedy business. And that might strike people as strange. We're not. I'm in the business of refreshing people's soul, spirit, and heart through comedy and through laughter. That's the business I'm in.
Wow.
And so, from the sitcom we have pinned and waiting for, to the 2 feature films we're going to shoot, to stand-up comedy, it's just about making people laugh and refresh them.
Okay.
That's the bit. And we've been blessed to do it very well. We've had some really great successes. And
Yes,
I
you
say that
have.
humbly, and especially, I mean, overseas, in the different cities. We've been to New Jersey like twice last year. I forgot to mention Baltimore too.
Okay.
We did New Jersey twice last year. And on the road, we average, New Orleans twice, and we're already booked for New Orleans for October of this year.
Oh, wow.
Been New Orleans, it'll be our 4th time. So
That's good.
we average about 1,100, a little over 1,100 when we're not in Lansing. So
Okay. I have to beat that drum really, really quick.
beat it. Go ahead and beat
Lansing,
it.
Lansing. Muskegon fam, come on now. He just said that they're averaging a little over 1,100. This is home. This is a home person, homegrown talent whose heart is rooted in the community, in this Western Michigan community. There is no reason why this event on April the 12th should not be packed out. There's really no reason. As a matter of fact, see, because that's one of my heart tugs right there. There's no reason why any
Event,
of these events, shouldn't be packed out because the truth of the matter is, and we talk about this from time to time, is that we will get in our cars and we will drive, as far east or far west, to different cities for the entertainment. When you have people right in the community, you know what you're doing, you know how to do promotions and marketing, and you know how to keep the price minimal so that people can afford it.
Oh, yeah.
So if you take all of that, with gas being over $3.50 at any point in time,
Right.
you are always spending at least $100 or more, between $100 and $200. But I know sometimes some people want to go places to say, this is where I've been or this is where I'm going. Hey, to each his own.
Right.
But if you can get that quality here at home, and the only way that we can get it is if you come out and support, seriously. And we have been doing great here
Yes.
so far. Just like to keep it going because summertime's coming for festivals. If you can make this pop off really big, my goodness, I know you'll bring some other quality events here.
Oh, I will. When we did the shows, we hadn't been back home for about 3 years. I've just been on the road. And when we were doing the shows locally, we averaged 2 to 250. We always sold out, which is good. So this one, we initially thought we had 700 seats, but we don't. We're going to be around 560. So
Oh, wow.
that's not a lot. I
Right.
mean, my Lord, y'all got 2 or 3 times that many members at Pilgrim Rest.
Yeah.
Tabernacle of David, Epicenter, so it's going to be tight.
Get your tickets.
That's probably the best advice. Yeah.
Get your tickets.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
You do something that nobody else does.
What's that?
You take tickets to people.
Yes. It's just a courtesy.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a courtesy.
I love people. I love being courteous, and I'm friendly customer service. And I have done that. In my times and, of promotions and things like that. But you just have always done it, and you still do it. I was talking to somebody today, and they said, well, he brought my tickets to me. I said, that's what he does.
That's you can't have any excuses why you can't come. So if you can't get there, I'll bring it to you.
Oh, wow.
You made me think about something. I'm gonna try something new. It's an old thing I did in radio when I was back in the day in radio.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna treat Facebook like radio, and I'm gonna give away tickets on there. But I'm not just gonna give it away. I'm going to take a medley of songs, old school songs, and just play short segments, some even in reverse. But I'll loop it together so it's just one, and they have to guess the songs. And
Oh, wow.
whoever gets it right, I'm thinking about doing 4.
4?
I mean, 4 is cool. But it's fun. It's
So what do they win?
4 tickets to the show.
4 tickets to the show, VIP tickets or just
Not
tickets?
VIP. Can't do it with the VIP, boy. That's why I'm doing 4 general admission. Because the VIP will sell out. I only have 30 left as we speak on today's date, and what's the date? 24th. So they'll sell out.
They'll sell out
Oh
probably.
yeah, no question. I mean,
Yeah.
a lady Saturday said she wanted 8.
Yeah, I had 4 people at PRBC. They want VIPs because they thought that I had them. And yes, I do have tickets. Hit me up on Facebook or ALMENTP08@yahoo.com. I have the GAs, the general admission tickets, and you have to get in touch with DeVal for the VIP tickets. So he's just trying to make it very accessible and available for the tickets. You've got Constellations. You've got, who else is on
Epicenter
there?
Worship.
Epicenter Worship.
Pilgrim Rest, Tabernacle of David. Those 4 places. A lot of support from the pastors too, a lot.
That's good.
Abundant Grace is really behind us. Actually, Pastor Jones, Jesse Brown at Rivers of Life. I mean, their contribution and support has been great. But I got to say this too. Big thanks to Swanson Funeral Home, who's the title sponsor for the show. It really could not have happened without them. So Swanson has done a great job for us. Also, Celebration Cinema.
Wow.
They're a sponsor. Yeah. So now they're partnering with us to make things happen. I said, you partner with me, I'll help you. So
Absolutely.
when you talk about Noah, which camera, this one or that one, when you talk about Noah, go to Celebration Cinema. You know, hey, they helped us to make this happen. So hey, support them.
Okay.
And Park Dental of Okemos. It's a new dentist in town.
Okay.
Dr. Wallace Walker.
Okay.
And so he became
Tell
a sponsor
Dr.
too.
Wallace Walker he needs to be getting in touch with the connection.
I will do that. And he's him and Dr. Street, Marcy Street should be there. There's a lot of people. It's so many people. So that I had to say. So.
Okay. Well, listen, let me recap a little bit.
Please do.
We've got what's going on. We've got this Friday. We've got an explosive night of worship with Greg DeMyers and a host of friends that is going to be at Church of God International Outreach Ministries, 4125 St. Joe Highway. Get with him. That's a free event. As well as Noah is showing on this Friday, the movie. Get with M. James Jackson with regards to the youth and the training program, 517-750-0433. Evangelist Angela Hook, Ladies, a Night Out of Impacting the Total Woman. That is going to be April the 11th. Comfort Inn, 525 Canal Road. That's free. And then you've got Laugh-A-Lujah just to top off your weekend, and that is going to be at 3000 West Miller. At the KM Auditorium. Thank you so much. Appreciate you, sir.
Thank you for having me. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And thank you, peeps, for staying with us. Now, you know this is all Real Thoughts, Real Talk. Love you. Have a good week.